What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
I'm Chevy.
And in case you don't know, Uncharted 4 is out today. If you don't have a PS4, go fucking buy one. If you have a PS4, go fucking get Uncharted 4. It's fucking gonna be amazing. I haven't played it yet. I will soon. Definitely will have an episode of that coming soon. Also, quick reminder, Plus Club, what are the games for this month? Does anybody know?
It is TDR Racing,
Okay.
which is like a almost like a Micro Machines
Yep.
kind of game. You're small, and all the tracks are in fucking cool, crazy, weird shit. Just a miniature sized, and then Tropico 5 is the other one.
Yeah, and then there's also some weird rhythm game.
Yeah, it's a Vita title. I can't remember the name right now.
Yeah, that was not as important. Just make sure to play Tropico 5 and make sure to play the racing game, TDR, whatever you said it was, The Dark Knight Rising. And then come back to the end of the month for Plus Club. We will have all played them and we'll talk about it. But let's get into the news.
It might not be called TDR, but fuck it.
We'll figure it out. We're doing this right after work, as you can tell, with Josh, so we're a little scatterbrained. But our first bit of news, bring it in, Josh.
Our first bit of news is Sonic Boom, the new cartoon from Sega, featuring Sonic, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog, has been popping up all over YouTube, as in people are illegally uploading it.
Nothing new.
Yeah. Sega decided to ask nicely for them to take it down instead of just trying to ding their accounts with copyright laws and trying to get them to, get lawyers involved with cease and desists. They kind of want to. They appreciate that they're huge fans, and they want to give them a chance to, in their eyes, make things right before they start bringing in that hammer.
Yeah, they essentially said that they would they're going to start sending messages to people who have uploaded and ask them to take it down nicely. Give them a chance without, like you said, bringing in the law to it. Which, I mean, I'm just going to jump in. I think it's cool. It's nice to hear, even as much as I feel like Sega is a damaged company and the properties they own are all damaged properties. And I know they're trying to make money, so that's why they're trying to get the episodes to come down. I feel like they're going this approach because they're already kind of wounded, so they need to be nice to the people who do like the stuff that they do. Mm-hmm. So, but whatever the reason is, I think it's cool because a lot of people instantly jump to the fastest way you can enforce what you want, which is normally legal ways. And it's cool that they're being nice, saying, hey, we're going to tell you to take it down, please take it down. We like that you're fans, blah, blah, blah. It's a fair approach, and I'd like to see more companies do this. What do you guys think?
It's weird to actually see like a big, Sega's not huge anymore, but they are
still a big company.
But yeah, people still know who Sega is. When you say Sega, they're like, oh. It is nice of them to be like, you know what, we're going to take, this kind of nicer approach to it. Instead of just trying to strong arm fucking everything,
which we've seen with Nintendo with streaming their games and putting stuff on YouTube.
They're the fucking worst when it comes to that kind of thing.
They're really bad about it.
Pretty behind the times, really.
Yeah, they don't really get that this is how games are advertised now. Cliff Blazinski was saying that essentially back in the day, you'd pay money for ad campaigns for games. Nowadays, you try and get the games in the hands of people who are Twitch streamers, YouTubers, because those people are going to play the games and they got a shitload of people watching them, and that's just instant connection and advertising.
Battleborn literally had people filling out a form recently to give away copies to people with active Twitch and YouTube accounts because it's cheaper than paying for advertisement.
You just give out a game and not pay for advertising? Yeah, that's way easier. Yeah, thoughts?
$60.
I mean, you guys pretty much said it. It's nice to see a large known company essentially be human.
Yeah, be civil.
It's weird. You're so used to... I mean, if this was Activision, there'd be like 10 lawyers at the guy's door telling him, you have 5 minutes to take those down and we're suing. So,
and that was before they even thought about fucking uploading.
Yeah.
They're just like,
so
he's going to fucking do it.
We know you like the show. You better stop.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
It's cool. I mean, good on you, Sega.
That's Minority Report shit.
If anyone had that, it'd be Activision. Let us know in the comments below, though, are you even interested in Sonic properties or Sega properties? And also, do you think it's cool of them to go the civil route and ask people to take things down?
I didn't even know that Sonic Boom was even out. So.
I know the game came out and it was awful, but and I know that they originally redesigned the characters because they wanted to make a show that was identifiable with the property because they're trying to reinvent Sonic. Didn't work.
Fucking knuckle skipping leg day.
Apparently,
dumb looking.
Apparently, the cartoon has been out, and apparently people liked it enough to upload it. But people are gonna like everything.
So for our second bit of news, Naughty Dog actually came out and said that they would be interested in making another Crash Bandicoot game, except for Activision actually owns the license to the series.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because that came up on Twitter. Somebody asked them like, "Hey, what's up with Crash Bandicoot?" And they're like, "Well, we're interested, but it's up to Activision because they own it," which is really interesting because I actually didn't know that. For some reason, I thought it was a Sony property.
Yeah, I didn't know it either.
Yeah, but it might have happened later when they started doing like Crash Team Racing and the weird like Cortex games. And shit like that,
maybe Activision kind of took the rights.
I think it's interesting. I think Activision would only ever want to do this if there was money for sure to be made, and I think Naughty Dog is a surefire way to make money
these days for sure.
But at the same time, I believe Naughty Dog is exclusive to Sony.
They're a Sony-owned company.
Yeah, so Activision would have to be okay with making a game that was only going to come out for one console, and that's not really their MO.
Which they haven't done in years, I don't think.
They are in a sweet spot with Sony right now, though, because all of their stuff comes out early.
All the COD stuff comes out,
Well, and Destiny.
Isn't Titanfall Activision?
No.
Titanfall's Respawn.
EA, thank you. I know it made it.
Yeah.
Destiny, though, yeah. Destiny's everywhere. Yes. Okay, yeah. Anyway, but aside from that, the whole aspect of Activision owning it, I would love to see a new fucking Crash Bandicoot, especially nowadays, I don't want to see Naughty Dog, the Naughty Dog that makes Uncharted and The Last of Us, put their whole team on a Crash Bandicoot, but I'd love if they had time to make like pretty much like the Ratchet and Clank thing that they did recently, Insomniac Games,
which is awesome.
It'd be really cool to see a new platformer come out by fucking Naughty Dog. I mean, it would look fantastic. It'd probably look like Pixar, and it'd just be really cool to see a fucking new like 3D platformer. I know the old Crash Bandicoot's more of a fucking endless runner that you have on an iPhone nowadays, but what they could do now, I feel like they could fucking bring back platformers in the ways our Mario 64 did. I think it'd be awesome. It wouldn't be the most exciting thing if they were like, hey, we're going to Last of Us 2 or Crash Bandicoot. It'd be like Last of Us 2 for sure.
Right.
But I think it's cool, and hopefully the attention they're getting from that maybe can kind of get some gears moving on that machine.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would love to see them do like Insomniac did and release a $40 Crash Bandicoot game. That'd be awesome. I mean,
especially at $40, I think
most people are comfortable spending $40 on a brand new game.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It's almost hard for me not to buy a game at $40 if I'm interested in it.
No, yeah, it's cool, and it's funny because I originally knew they were making, to go back to Ratchet and Clank for a second, I knew they were making it, but I was like kind of interested in it. But as soon as I saw the $40 price tag, I almost immediately was like, I'll probably buy that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even a Ratchet and Clank fan. I respect the series, but I'm not like a huge fan of it. And I almost bought the game because with the fucking 9 I got a 9 is $40. It's a full-fledged game. I was like, that's really fucking cool. Like, that enough was almost a selling point for me on a game that I'm not really that interested in otherwise.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Crash Bandicoot?
It'd be really cool to see it. Like, either reimagined like Ratchet and Clank or something.
I don't want to see a brand new...
Or a new direction.
Thing.
I don't think that endless runner shit would work anymore.
They have segments though in between every once in a while, like chase scenes and shit.
Yeah,
kind of like how Uncharted
does.
Like you're in a vehicle driving around and shit.
I would say it'd be easy segues between missions or something too. Ratchet and Clank has the rail grinding still from the old games, which is just a mini game essentially. So
it would have to evolve. That's what I'm saying. Like a full fledged platform would be awesome, but you'd still have to have some parts where you're like just kind of running ooga booga fucking shit happening.
Yeah.
Like, because
Nitro and
takes you back to the original game.
Imagine the animation now though, because when was the last time a Crash Bandicoot game came out? So.
Well, and the last time a Crash Bandicoot game came out that mattered.
Yeah.
I mean, they made them for a while, but like they're all these weird fucking chintzy games that no one cared about.
Like Cortex's crazy fucking whatever the hell.
Wacky inflatable machine.
Sized mocap room and everything. So.
Yeah.
No, it'd be cool.
Yeah, I think overall we all agree it'd be cool to see anything from Naughty Dog, but also Crash Bandicoot would be cool. Be a nice, refreshing take. But like I said, I don't want to see their whole team stop to make that game because they are on such a fucking warpath right now, making just like amazing games.
The entire industry, like, acknowledges them. I mean, it's crazy.
There's no one better than them. There's
Yeah.
not one fucking company out there that's better than Naughty Dog at making games. Nobody. So top of their game.
Infinity Ward, I think, makes pretty good games.
And on more Naughty Dog news, Uncharted 4's multiplayer is not going to have split screen coming out, but they do say that they are thinking about and working on ways to do it later. They don't promise that this is going to happen, but they are thinking about it, and they're letting us know that there is a possibility to implement it later. I think this is cool. I think it's fair. The game looks fantastic. And I forgot that there was split screen in the other Uncharted, to be honest.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. I was like, it was in 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we kind of discussed this already with the Halo thing. But the thing about Halo is its legacy, its lineage, is based off of same screen, split screen,
Couch co-op.
couch
It was
co-op
born
and shit.
from that, yeah.
So it's like a pivotal part. Uncharted, it's not. I mean, that's a cool fucking bonus to
That was
me.
just add-on. Yeah,
I
that was
mean,
neat.
Uncharted, when it comes down to it, is a single-player story, narrative-driven game with multiplayer. It's awesome, and split screen is cool, but the biggest thing here is that it's not going to be in whatever. That doesn't bother me too much. But the thing that I think is really neat is that they addressed that it's not going to be there, and that they are thinking about it and are trying to work it in.
Right.
And if they can't, they've already said they might not be able to. But the transparency is the biggest thing of this news that I think is really interesting and really respectable.
Yeah, big time.
I'm just gonna end it there. Yeah, big time.
Yeah, big time.
Our next bit of news.
I mean, you pretty much said it. It is nice that they're like, it could happen. We would like it to happen. Might not happen.
It was not like this weird fan speculation, like where the fuck's the split screen? They're just like,
Yeah.
we couldn't fit it. Doesn't
Yeah.
work. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. For $49.99 first expansion, you get that split screen though.
I mean, and like he said, I mean, you said most of it. And I am very glad you actually did bring up the Halo thing, because I was going to bring that up myself. Because, like you said, Halo exists and became popular because of that aspect
Definitely.
of it. Besides it being a solid shooter, Uncharted, like you said as well, is a single-player experience first and foremost. So.
Yep. Yeah, and I only brought it up because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. I don't want anybody watching the prior episode and be like, well, they bitched about fucking Halo, but they're different, in my opinion, and I think in our opinion. And the expectations, I mean, the only way I could like do the same thing with Halo is with like Uncharted. If they're like, hey, when Uncharted 4 comes out, you're gonna get 1/3 of the single player. We're working on it, but the second part's coming. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That is so not like Naughty Dog. Then I'd have an issue because the game is first and foremost, like you said, a single player experience. But yeah, any more thoughts on that?
No.
Nope.
Big time, bro.
Yeah, big time, bro. So our fourth bit of news, EA and Respawn are currently developing a Star Wars game. It is the third Star Wars game that's in development right now across a lot of companies, just due to the licensing aspect of it. I mean, Titanfall was tight. It was, and I mean tight, not fucking like it controlled well and fucking played
You're like,
well.
it's tight, bro.
Polished.
Titanfall is tight. All right, cool, bro. You ain't telling the news anymore. You're sitting here telling us your opinion on fucking Titanfall is cool, man.
Titanfall was tight, bro.
I think it's really interesting, first off, that we're actually getting Star Wars games. We didn't for a long time there. We got Battlefront, which I was underwhelmed by. I think you were underwhelmed by it. And now
garbage.
I think everybody's underwhelmed by it. I'm really the thing that's crazy about this for me is Respawn Entertainment, for me, is a proven company because they made Modern Warfare and Call of Duty in general. I mean, they're not really there anymore. They were part of Infinity Ward, now they're Respawn. But as a company, as Respawn now, they have one property, that's Titanfall. And Titanfall was cool, I liked it. But it's an unproven franchise, in my opinion. So the idea that they're going to be making a third-person action-adventure game, whatever it is really cool because I want to see what they can do.
Yeah.
If they fucking nail it, like, that's awesome. But at the same time, like, I don't know what to expect. I don't have enough info on it, and I don't have enough info on Respawn to know their quality in making a single player or whatever Star Wars game. But it's
Right.
really exciting. It's really interesting.
Well, and some things I think that we can take though from Titanfall and kind of, obviously look at them as a company right now is Titanfall plays very well. It's a very
Very
tight
well.
game.
Feels like Call of Duty.
Animations are super good. It's a very clean looking game. I mean,
Tight, bro.
it's tight.
Titanfall. That's tight and fall.
I don't know. The resources are there, so it'll just hopefully come together well though. So.
Talented company for sure.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, for me, unproven, so I
Yeah.
don't know what to expect.
Yep.
We know that you think Titanfall's tight. What else
tight, bro.
what do you think about it? What else do you think about it?
You said it. They don't have enough of a pedigree for me to be like, this game's gonna be fucking good or this game's gonna be fucking bad. They don't have any experience. I mean, Modern Warfare and stuff, they do have experience with single player, but Respawn does not.
Well, because it's not just Infinity Ward,
Yeah.
ex-Infinity Ward guys. It's a whole company made of different people.
Because Titanfall didn't have single player.
Yeah.
They had like a weird
Yeah, we know nothing
story,
about
but,
the single player
yeah,
aspect of
but-
the game they would be making.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how that's going to be.
It's gonna have 50 gigs of audio to install.
Yeah, no shit.
At the least. It's a single player.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's just that.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
50 gigs of that looped.
That was the
Best
fucking
quality ever.
That was the beta of fucking Battlefront. It's that song over and over again.
Beta Battlefront was me fucking playing my first round in that game and going, this is a free-to-play game, and I stopped.
Amen.
But yeah, are you guys overall excited for a new Star Wars game? And regardless of the Respawn thing.
Yes, and if it is a third-person action-adventure game, I really hope it's a Jedi-based game because
Me too.
the way like I said before, the animations in Titanfall are amazing. I'd love to see like just some fluid lightsaber combat. So
Yeah, I want to fucking. I mean, oh god, I can't believe I can't fucking remember Jedi Outcast.
Jedi Outcast.
Yeah, I want something like that. I mean, those games are fucking awesome.
I don't want one of those. I want like a bounty hunter game.
I don't.
really,
I think it'd be fucking neat.
Ugh.
yeah, it either,
I played fucking Bionic Commando. What the fuck is that game?
Republic Commando.
Yeah, thank
yeah,
you.
Republic Commander.
And it was
Commando.
it was a basic shooter. And then like the Star Wars 1313 thing, it's just gonna be a shooter. Like it's Star Wars, but it's gonna be a shooter. It's like at least when you're a Jedi in a game, even though it's been done and done and done, we haven't had one recently, and the last one we got was fucking stupid.
What was the last Star or Jedi Star Wars?
One with Star Killer. What the fuck? Darth Vader's
fuck,
apprentice.
Outcast?
No.
Unleashed.
Unleashed.
Jedi,
Yeah.
Force Unleashed.
Yeah, and those games are bullshit. I'm not a big fan of them. So it'd be cool to see a modern, new-looking, hopefully crisp-looking Star Wars game where there's lightsaber fighting and cool mechanics and deep combat and really cool fucking force powers and shit. Bounty Hunter would be kind of cool, but like I said, my only thing about that is like you're gonna have a jetpack and you're gonna.
Well, I mean, you could be a Jedi bounty hunter.
Apparently, Seth doesn't like that idea.
That's an expanded universe shit. That's fucking. That's oh god, what was the chick? His name who fucks Luke in the books? Doesn't matter. Excited for a new Star Wars game though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let us know in the comments below. Are you excited for a new Star Wars game? Are you excited for Respawn? Did you like Titanfall? Are you excited for Titanfall 2? Let us know in the comments below.
Also, since EA owns Star Wars now, I would love to see them let BioWare make another fucking KOTOR game.
That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Except for the two main minds of fucking BioWare are gone because fans killed him. For last.
Aftershock.
That made me think, 'cause I was like, literally?
Yeah, dude,
died?
the guy went to make beer and fucking probably got so fat he died.
Yeah.
He sits there and just drinks beer all day because he got fucking harassed by his own fans.
Went
who
out
loved
doing what he
game.
loves.
Dude, it's awful. For the last bit of news, Battlefield 1 has been announced, and a trailer came out for it. It is a of course, like the other Battlefields. First-person shooter, multiplayer game, set in World War One, which is really exciting because they have not touched this area, and a whole lot of other people have not either, really. I mean, there's games like Verdun that's done it, but other than that, it's pretty uncharted territory. In the trailer, if you haven't seen it, it shows a lot of stuff that's reminiscent of World War One, like mustard gas, biplanes, rifles, and trench warfare. And then a quick thing I want to talk about too is with Call of Duty Infinite coming out also on YouTube. Call of Duty Infinite has been downvoted to the point, or disliked to the point where it's the 8th most disliked thing on YouTube ever. And Battlefield 1 has been voted or liked to the point where it is the highest liked trailer for anything ever.
I wasn't aware of that last part. I knew the first part, though.
And it's been speculated this is bots. I think it's that too, because this doesn't make sense. No one's that excited for Battlefield. No one. It's stupid. Anyway, let's talk about Battlefield 1. What do you think about it? But real quick about the YouTube thing, what do you think?
Real quick, the thing is, obviously, Call of Duty is still going to make $1 billion, and Battlefield's probably going to do about the same what it's been doing. So I don't think this really changes anything at all.
No, and whoever was responsible for the bots or the fuck that set that up doesn't change the sales. Call of Duty has and will sell a shitload more than Battlefield. It always does. That's how it is.
To me, it seemed like it was kind of anti-fanboyism, which means like people who, and we discussed this earlier today, is people who already don't like Call of Duty because it's Call of Duty. They don't. It's not
people
that
who haven't played the last
It's not that
four
they
of
even
them.
fucking played them.
Yeah.
It's just people who don't like it because it's a yearly thing now and it's fucking lost its integrity.
Yep.
And so they saw it and they're like, oh, Infinite Warfare? Nope. And they just fucking downvoted the shit out of it for no reason.
Well, and then they upvote Battlefield, even though Battlefield 4 was 3.5, and Battlefield Hardline was really underwhelming. A lot of people didn't like it that much, and servers are fucking pretty empty. And Battlefront, which is pretty much Battlefield reskinned, is horseshit. So,
the last 3 games have been kind of fucking...
people are only positive about Battlefield because to them, it's their competitor.
Yeah.
But it really isn't. It's just
Not even the
a
same
successful
kind of game,
shooter.
man.
Yeah, it's a stupid conversation to be having because it doesn't matter. What do you guys think of
Battlefield 1.
World War One Battlefield?
First off, title's stupid.
Yeah,
Battlefield 1.
I said the same thing. I think it's a dumb name.
Yeah, because like, and we discussed this too. It's like Battlefield 1 is that like a remaster of the very first one.
Well, I remember like I was at work and I watched like Battlefield 1. I'm like, oh cool, they're remastering it. What, like Modern Warfare? I started watching it. And I'm watching the video. I'm like, fuck is this? And then I started noticing World War 1, and halfway through the trailer I'm like, wait, is this the new Battlefield? Like, and that's stupid on my part. That's not something everyone went through. But
Yeah, and then
what the fuck's Battlefield 1?
there's 2 things in the trailer that irked me. That stood out. That irked me. First off, there's a couple points where guys are carrying machine guns.
Which
That
we've
wasn't-
talked about.
Wasn't
a
in
little
World War 1 unless they were mounted.
bit.
And 2, there's
how it
one
irked
where
you.
this guy's dressed up fucking in like armor.
It's the same guy holding the machine gun.
Yeah, and he's just holding it. He's like it's like a heavy in like any other fucking game, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, no one ever did that, ever. No one dressed up in fucking armor and was like, I'm gonna go out and mow some people down. To me, it just seemed chintzy for a game like Battlefield, supposedly going back to World War One.
I'm overall pretty excited for the game. I'm excited to see a AAA title that is World War One. We haven't really seen this. I will be interested to see a single player campaign, even though they're always kind of lackluster in Battlefield. It'll still be kind of cool to see that carried out because 4's single player was done better than 3, and it looked really good. The multiplayer should be fun. I'm actually really excited about biplane dogfights. I think it'll be neat to have someone sitting in the back with a fucking machine gun while you're flying around and like slowed down to the point where it's actually like an old school dogfight. That'll be cool. Trench warfare will be interesting. The machine gun aspect I think is really cool. Has a huge history buff. I think it is a little weird that they're doing what you were talking about, but it doesn't bother me too much because it's a fucking video game and they're gonna do what they're gonna do to make it exciting. Not everybody's gonna want to fucking have a bolt action rifle or flintlock fucking not flintlock fucking
Lever action.
Lever action, thank you. Rifle. But overall, yeah, it's cool. I'll probably pick it up unless I see gameplay and I think it looks like shit. But it's DICE making it, and 4 wasn't bad. In fact, 4 was fine. It's just 3. So I would like to see some improvements on the engine, though, and I would also like to see how they handle mustard gas, because I think that's a really scary thing that happened actually in history, and I want to see how they do it in the game.
I actually read that they're adding their destruction to the ground.
Cool. Makes sense, because there's a lot of fucking areas in World War One that were destroyed completely by bombing and shit.
I mean, of course, it's not going to be no fucking red faction, but...
Well, in real life, that doesn't really happen, so
yeah.
no one's bombing a hole and making a tunnel.
But, like, yeah, they're supposed to have fucking... artillery strikes and shit will take out buildings and leave a crater. That you
Well, and that
can
reminds me
actually
of
go into.
All Quiet on the Western Front, or Eastern Front, Western Front.
Western Front.
Because there's that whole part where that guy's in a fucking hole from a bomb, and he fucking runs into a German, and he fucking ends up stabbing him.
Yeah.
And the whole night he's just with him while he's like dying and shit.
Yeah, the guy's like screaming and stuff, and he has to shut him up.
And the thing that's really interesting is people actually did have to like take cover in fucking bomb holes and shit, because no man's land. If there's a machine gun mounted up and everyone's got rifles, you just get mowed down. It changed war completely.
And I really like they added like a very close combat. It showed it quite a bit in the trailer. It showed it quite a bit in the trailer. That it looks like there's a lot of melee weapons.
And horses.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I don't really have as much to say as you guys do on it. I am interested to see a AAA older time based shooter, because everything's sci-fi now, which I'm not complaining about. I love the sci-fi stuff.
Well, I'm glad we're going sci-fi, because we're going modern for so fucking long. I got sick of it. Everybody's trying to rip off Call of Duty.
But it is nice because I mean, Call of Duty and Medal of Honor, the original ones, obviously, were the World War II games, and it was neat. But I mean, how long ago was that? So it would be nice to see something with a facelift, essentially.
Definitely. And I would love to see some World War II shooters come back again, but that's like one of my favorite eras. Really, the biggest thing, though, with all this that's a concern for me is the way they treated Battlefront, essentially kind of making a very simplistic shooter, but making it look good. I don't want to see that with Battlefield 1, but because it is their flagship franchise, I don't think we're going to see that. But yeah, overall, super excited for it, or pretty excited for it. I shouldn't lie and say I'm super excited for it. What are you guys feeling on that?
I'm going to keep my eye on it, but I'm probably unlikely to buy it. So
yeah,
I'm probably going to pick it up if I see more on it, just because I am a fan of shooters. So I mean,
well, we don't really have a whole lot of big shooters out there that have a lot of work put into them anymore. But yeah, let us know in the comments below. Are you excited for a new Battlefield? Do you hate Call of Duty? Do you like Call of Duty? Are you one of the people who fucking downloaded Call of Duty? Are you excited for a World War I game? Let us know. But that's going to do it for this episode of Taste Tuesday on Tasty Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check us out on Tumblr and Twitter, Tasty Gaming. Check us out on Twitch, Sleep Division. Check out our other mini episodes. Our 1 year birthday is coming up on the 12th. Also, Chevy's birthday. That's kind of a weird thing. So maybe we can do something special for that. But stick around this week. We got an episode for Overwatch coming out. I believe Loot Chest at the end of the week. But until the next episode, my name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Chevy.
And we'll see you guys later. Until the next episode, take it easy, guys.